Boston is Caitlin Clark had something wrong with her ear, and she would head to the locker room after the trainer checked in with her. So we'll keep our eye on Caitlin Clark, but right now the focus is on Aliyah Boston, who is down, holding her, looks like her ankle maybe?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe with 5 minutes and 33 seconds, I'm looking at a 30-point game in the future two of my franchise, and in Aliyah Boston, and limping back to the court, and you got Caitlin Clark going to the locker room. I don't know. I know we're working for experience, but maybe it's time to sit down. It's the second game of a back-to-back. Players are tired. You're more likely for an injury. This is incidental. This is everybody's by accident.
That's just a tangle up.
It's just a tangle up. But still, when you're fatigued, you're more likely for injury. You're down 30. Maybe the best thing you can do right now is protect your starters and look ahead. You've got 5 nice days before your next game to get better at practice. You know, I'm looking at the Indiana Sphere Huddle, which we have a bird's eye view on right now. And understandably, the body language is a little deflated.
I think you hit the nail on the head with being tired and that being a factor, especially on the play that just happened.
Yeah.
I think that sums it up beautifully, what we just saw with Aliyah Boston.
I wonder who, when you go home, who was the player on this team that brings perspective? You know, when I see the veterans, and Aliyah Boston is going to now limp, walk gingerly to the bench, possibly to the locker room. We're watching. It looks like the locker room. So now both Caitlin Clark and Aliyah Boston are heading to the locker room. These are the #1 picks for the Indiana Fever franchise.
Yeah, the last 2 years.
The future. And they're hopefully healthy and protecting and moving on to a future, you know, to the next game. But I think, who are the veterans? It's Erica Wheeler, it's Kelsey Mitchell, and then everybody else is young and still new. Who's going to give perspective to the season for them to let them know how to mentally frame this first 10, 11 games and how to step into the next bunching and group of games?
That's a great point.